Big A, I have someone who reports to me who documents another employee's inability to follow instructions to complete training, ultimately ending with so they're a pocket watcher in a little bit, would email pulling certain people from a project. How would you handle that? You have an employee who has made it their mission to document other employees' negative qualities, send you a full report, and then pull people off of a project. Do they have the authority over this project, or are they leapfrogging a bit? That part is really odd. I would tell them to focus on their own work. That being said, you should also, if you are a plugged-in boss in the situation, you need to look into this other employee. I mean, it is your due diligence to find out, because here's the thing. This is what's toxic, and people are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but this is true. If you are in, let's say, a team or a group project with someone who is not pulling their weight, significantly like relying on other people to do the work, it is demoralizing for the whole team. It does bring your team down. And people eventually start realizing that they should do the optimal thing and shy away from more work. What they start realizing is, like, by giving all their all, they are being freeloaded off of. And so they start pulling back, and it's corrosive, it's toxic for the whole team. So it is a real thing. Like, if you have people that are literally trying to do that when everybody else is motivating, it's a problem because it could be cancerous. Unfortunately, that is true. Hey, Shark, this is how I feel it in NVIDIA right now so hard. Everyone's rich now. Every single person there is fucking rich, rest investing, dude. What are they gonna do, bro? Here's what I'll say. If you're entering the workplace, there's two things you gotta be, all right? Either number one, you gotta be really good at what you're doing. Or number two, you gotta be nice, like really nice. People like you. You're a pleasure to work around. You don't bring bad vibes. If you don't have a good personality or good at your job, you know what I'm saying? You're at risk. You're at risk, because what you really are is someone who's not very helpful and is also people don't really like. Be careful with that. That's all I'm saying. If you can do both, even for 6 months, if you're doing both, you'll rocket ship. I swear to God, you'll rocket ship. Imagine, for example, this is a fictional example, but imagine where Dr. House would be, were he the same level of skill, but also really nice and easy to work with. Just imagine where he would be in real life. He would be fucking Dean of Menace. I mean, he would be with the president. It would be unstoppable. It would be unstoppable. Unless you're an OnlyFans worker, being a prick to people can be a kink. Okay. That is a very specific counterexample. I don't know that, yes, that is correct. Got me there. You got me there. You still need to be good at your job though. There's work to that. OnlyFans workers have to set up photo shoots and get on a consistent schedule and promote. It's like 98% marketing is OnlyFans, because there's so many OnlyFans that you have to stand out. Again, 99.9% make no money, and then the top percent make all of it. So it's still work. Otherwise, you're just someone who's an asshole that no one sees. And no one sees your asshole. You're an asshole and no one sees your asshole. It's a problem. You don't want that. That's a problem. What if you are a self-employed mommy femdom? Okay. All right, you guys are finding very specific examples that possibly, I'm not even sure if they do, but possibly contradict my axiom about 2 ways to go. And perhaps these are true, but I think for most people, they'll still fit into the buckets that I describe. I actually really, I had this idea. I haven't pushed forward on it. I got the producer for the actor stream. I want to work with that producer again and try and move forward on things. The idea was to talk to Amaranth about the economics of OnlyFans, because it's actually very interesting in that it is like the most marketing-based platform ever. There are like millions of people that are, in terms of the product need they serve, is functionally identical. And so the curve is like the most exponential of who makes money, even more than like Twitch. And it's all about marketing. It's literally all about how to make yours stand out over the million other ones. And I think as she's mastered it, she's like the one at the top of the curve. I think it'd be very interesting, but I have to like get all the questions and everything right. I have to like be ready. I can't just like be like, hey, can we do this? You should start a balloons OnlyFans. Now, what would that entail? Be not specific. Latex. Pop in bio. Very nice. Hey, very nice. Hey, Shark, can I get $1 million? Thank you. No problem, bro. No problem, bro. You want a Lambo too? Who here wants $1 million in a Lambo? Because I always hook my chatters up. You know what I'm saying? We are ride or die. We are a squad. Absolutely don't want any of you walking around with less than a Lambo. Minimum. Mods ban everyone that said me because they're not real grinders. Real grinders don't want handouts, okay? The real grustlers want the grind. They said, I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you a Lambo, okay? Do you think I wasn't offered $1 million in a Lambo? Of course I was. Warren Buffett offered it to me. Day one, as I started grinding, Warren Buffett said, you've got potential. I want to give you $1 million in a Lambo. I said, Warren, I would rather eat fucking paint chips. And I was doing that anyway. I was already macking on him as I was actually, I was speaking to him with a mouth full of paint chips. And I said, no, $1 million or lunch with Big A. So funny. Our lunch would be DoorDash Chipotle. And it would be me, I don't know, playing TFT while I wolf it down and not talk to you. And then it'll be over. That's worth it. That's because you get to see a grustler at work. That's networking. And your network is your net worth. And I've always said that. You would make us pay for it too. I did have Hoodat, a man a decade my junior, drive me to the airport and then pay for my Chipotle. I did do that. That is something that I can't erase from the conscience or from the global record. However, that made him smarter. That made him faster. That made him stronger. He's a better grinder than he was before, and he's a better grustler. And the opportunity cost for him was 0. You are the Ellen of Twitch. Dear God. Dear God, that's insulting. Big A, I was supposed to be at my best friend's wedding. My wife's in $1 million. Sorry, what? Was supposed to be in my best friend's wedding. My wife's in $1 million. They ended up punting the bridal parties over drama with the bridesmaids. Plot twist, my wife is fucking marrying them, so she gets to be in it, but I don't. Bro, I literally can't decipher this. I actually, normally when I say that, I'm kind of joking because I can just figure out what you mean when you say glizzy coffee. Like, I get it. I actually can't understand this. What? Okay, so you were supposed to be my best friend's wedding. My wife's in $1 million. They ended up punting the bridal parties over drama. So there is no more bridal parties because the bridesmaids had drama. So you were maybe a groomsman that got punted. Okay, I get it. I got it. This man was going to be in his best friend's wedding as a groomsman. But then the bridesmaids had drama. So they dissolved both bridal parties. No groomsmen, no bridesmaids. You are no longer part of the wedding. However, your wife is the preacher or the pastor, the one doing the marrying, so she gets to be in it. Holy shit. Women can be doctors. His wife was the doctor. How does that go? I always forget. A father and a son get in a car crash and they're rushed to the hospital. The father dies. The boy is taken to the operating room and the surgeon says, I can't operate on this boy because he's my son. How is this possible? That's funny. That's like a common riddle, and people go, I don't know. I can't. How is it possible? How could it be possible? Obviously, the doctor was gay. There can't be a female surgeon. How are you doing in the ESPN bracket? Bro, I swear to God, I don't know how to say this. You guys got to stop asking me about March Madness brackets every day. I love that you love it. I do. I sincerely do. I got nothing against it, but I don't do it. I don't have an answer. I can't think of something different to say every day about March Madness, bro. I don't have a bracket.